Like this, and after that you could make, I don't know, sword, anything, knife.
Wow. Wow.
And it is
Almost like wood.
yeah, because it is not conserved, because we you can see there we have many kilograms of it. Some of them we could conserve, but conservation is really you know, it
Expensive.
takes, yeah, it is
And
expensive.
time consuming.
Yeah. So we can't conserve it all. But here is another thing which was carried by the Egyptians in 1408. Yeah. It is an iron ore. Well, not exactly. It is iron, but it is a product of
Don't let that on you.
smelting of iron ore. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was carried in that kind of barrel. Well, we had many barrels. It's like on the shipwreck we found it like 50 barrels, and some of them were used to carry iron ore, another tar, and there were two kinds of it. You know, this shaped barrel, and you can see it's not really well made. It was used to carrying this, for carrying this, and after when it reached the final point, it was just you know, destroyed and then burned. And another kind of barrels were well, very good made, and there were no holes between those
Staves.
staves. Yeah?
Staves.
And it was used for carrying tar, because it's,
Right.
you
Because the
could,
tar would leak out.
yes.
Otherwise.
And the best thing about those, these all of them have merchant signs.
Aha. Wow.
You know, it was, you can see here, another part is here. It was a sign of those men who had the right to sell it in port.
In the port.
But many barrels had few owners, not only one. So because of that, you have many merchant signs.
And Carter, that's why in English we call things brands, because they were branded onto like wooden surfaces, or even onto animals. Like in the Old West, they would brand their cattle.
And we tried to find any track of those signs in the archives in Gdańsk. Well, I was looking for it like for 2 years. When I was doing my master's degree, I was very, you know, I wanted really hard to find it. I wanted to find it, but the problem with Gdańsk archives is that they're really not, heavily destroyed in the Second World War. So I think there were those parts with this merchant sign didn't survive. Didn't survive the war.
So this ship was wrecked in 1408.
Yes.
When was it discovered?
It was discovered in early 70s and explored to last year.
Last year. Oh my.
And but most of the artifacts were brought to us. Well, not us. I didn't live then, but during the 1975 and 1976. Like half of all objects. But after that, each year some objects came to Brama Żuławka.
And are these part of the
this is
yeah.
another, this is another thing. This is the 5.5 meter long part of the szkuta. It is kind of river boat.
Mm-hmm.
Very long to carry mostly seeds. Or
Grain.
Grain, yeah.
Grain.
And
Sorry.
we conservate the first part, I mean front part.
The bow.
The bow.
The bow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful. You have to keep it wet.
Yes,
Humid.
but it is, we are conservating it with, it is called PEG, it is polyethylene glycol. It is the substance which it changes water in the wood cells. Well, not changes, exchanges.
Exchanges.
With them.
So the wood wouldn't
Rot.
shrink and
Or shrink.
yeah. But it takes long time. It's like we're doing it for I think a year, and it will. The conservation will take place here for another 2-3 years.
Wow.
So
It's a slow process.
that kind of a long time period things.
On the cellular level, it takes a long time.
Yeah. And here you can see it is very funny object because it is only, I think we have only 2 objects like this in Poland, and it is in our museum. It is, and it is a fish trap.
A fish trap.
Yeah, it is from half of the 12th century, from Gdańsk. But it was like this, but it just collapsed in the water.
From the 12th century.
Yeah, from the 12th century.
Oh my heavens.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, but
Look how it's made.
yeah, it is. But we had many problems with this object because when it came to us, it is from Gdańsk. It is from ulica Panieńska, very near to you when you live, and it was gigantic. I don't know what to say. Bryła.
Brewum.
Mess of
Sticks of things.
of things, but it was not visible. It was just covered all over by sand, by soil, by that kind of things, and we had to remove the soil millimeter for millimeter with dentistic equipment. Yeah.
Dentist tools.
So I did it mostly, and it took me like 3 months to do it. And after that, we conservate it with it, and it is nice with sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah, because one of the methods of conservating wood is sugar. Because during the 70s, we had really big lack of this polyethylene glycol, and but we had we had good relations with Cuba, and Cuba just gave us much sugar, and it was invented in Poland, this method, because it is quite good. But the bad part about this method is that the biology is it's not dead inside it.
It's not dormant.
And
it's not stable.
It's not stable. We had an invasion of flies, of these little flies which
Maggots.
maggots,
Maggots.
and we tried to do everything to.
No, I think that they were. What are they called in Polish?
Midges?
Midges, I think.
Midges. U nas muszki owocówki. Muszki.
Tak, muszki.
It's
Owocówki.
Owocówki.
Aha.
And we had like
Flies, or fruit midges.
fruit,
Fruit
and
midges.
there were like thousands of them here, and we tried to kill them by anything known to man. All those nasty things for owady.
Pesticides.
No, opady, or like the.
Owady.
Ovade, insects.
For insects,
Yeah,
yeah.
or bugs.
And after that, we figured out that the only surviving things after the nuclear blast would be these flies, because there were
Risky.
yeah.
Risky.
And after that, we had invasion of mice, mices, yes. And thanks to these
Oh, the
things,
mice did that.
yeah,
Here,
because we're
You're chewing on it because it's got
yes,
sugar.
because it was, you know, it was sweet. It was well, the nest of the mice were like here, and they were trying. They were keep eating at this, and we didn't know about this for at least month. And after that, the wiersza was uncovered with those mice.
Oh, yay.
In Polish, it is wiersza, or
Wiersza.
wiersza or więcierz.
Większość, yeah. Większość, większość. Fish trap. A weir. Oh, yes.
Weir.
Weird.